What's up, guys? Chris, welcome to VHP Engine. So, breaking fucking rules in here again, man, because not only am I going to do one extra video, I'm going to do two. The only thing is, they're not like super crazy important or anything. I guess they're not really. They're more like kind of updatey things for the channel, I guess, maybe. But what's going on with me and some things I just did over the last couple of days that I couldn't really talk about yet because I was busy weekend. So anyway, here we go, like an update. So in today's upload, or today's first upload, I was talking about the machine shop again, right? So I went, I went today. I met the dude. It's Dustin's Automotive engine or machine. Yeah, Dustin's Automotive machine. Whatever. You're gonna see the sign because that's gonna be the thumbnail. So I went out there. The dude's surprisingly young. If he is even 40, I would be extremely surprised. He would be the fittest 40-year-old I've ever seen. Tall, young looking, and super cool and professional and pretty real. And I appreciate that. I think this is, I hope, man, again, I'm saying it sucks that I'm finding out about this guy like so super short notice here with my time being so little, so small left in country, in state. Oh, so anyway, I finished stripping down the GSR. I took it to him, and so I gotta have to make a return trip. Actually, my wife's gonna make a return trip for me because I didn't take the main caps because I didn't think he's gonna need them. But he's like, I need the two end caps so that way I can actually hold the machine to do the bore. Like, oh, okay, cool. So I took him out to to the trunk of the car, popped it up. He's like, so what are we doing here? I was like, just bore and hone. He's like, okay, cool. And it's $125 for 4 cylinders. And then we did talk about his pricing and shit too, because I was like, that's definitely one of the main reasons why I'm going to be bringing you work. And he's like, yeah, I'm generally speaking, I'm cheaper than everybody around me. Reminds me of somebody. But people have to wait a longer time to get their stuff back, and people don't like to wait. So a lot of people, there's the people who don't come through me are just because they don't want to wait for their shit. They want it super fast. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, I understand that. I can understand that 100%. I'm on the same page. I say that, but I am. So then we got to talking about this, cylinder. I was like, so I showed him the cylinder that's the most damaged. I think it's maybe cylinder 3 or maybe cylinder 2. I can't remember which one. But anyway, so the damage is not what I thought it was. It's been a long time since I've been in that thing or watched the whole video. It's not just in one big gouge like I thought it was. It's all around the top of the cylinder. About an inch down. All around the cylinder is like kink, 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 kink. And they're all pretty good size. And he's like, well, I'll be real with you, man. Like, I'm not 100% sure that even going 30 over is going to do this. And it's going to get it all out. And I was like, so I'm not that great at the inches to millimeters thing, but I'm pretty sure I was like, okay. So, 20 over is 81.5, 40 over is 82. I'm pretty sure it's 1 millimeter. So he's saying 30 over. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I didn't, looking at the shit last night when I was looking, I was like, yeah, 0.5 is not going to be enough to take this shit out. It's that deep. I mean, like, when I say it's that deep, don't freak out. Like, oh my God, what the hell is this deep ass gouges he's gonna fucking run? Yeah, they're deep. They're deep as far as looking at like casual scratches, but not like super deep. It's just like super deep. 0.5. You're talking about like 0.5 millimeters, half a millimeter to take out. So that's why you're saying, like, it might take a little bit more. I was like, yeah, I'm completely cool with going up to 82. I was like, 84 would be like max, but 84 I'm like playing with fire, because then at that point it's 84 millimeters fucking B20 bore, and I don't mind boosting B20s, but I just like to not have that like oh shit factor in there. I want to be able to know I could take this up to high power and not have to worry about the cylinders cracking. So I was like, 82 is completely fine. It's like, I'm gonna order 82 millimeter pistons anyway. He's like, all right. He goes, all right, that's cool. He goes, yeah, so 82 might do it. Like, cause I told him, 40 over. He's like, all right, that'll take it. He goes, it still might not take every single little bit of it. I don't want to promise you it's gonna be 100%, but it'll definitely be safe to run. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm completely, I feel completely confident in at least that part of the aspect of what you're telling me. I was like, dude, I was getting ready to run this block right now as it is. So I'm pretty sure you taking it to 82 millimeters is going to be fucking light years better than the results I'm going to get now. And I was like, I've run, blocks, plenty of blocks with some scratches in them before like that, some gouges in them. But I was like, but not this many. Not so much how big they were, but how many there were. There was easily 5 or 6 that were good size all the way around. And he was like, yeah, for sure. He goes, yeah, you can run them with scratches and stuff. And he goes, but the rule of thumb for the machinist rule of thumb is does the scratch cover 2 rings? Does it cover the area of 2 rings? Is it big enough to cross into both at the same time? He goes, so the rule of thumb is if it does that, if it crosses into both at the same time, then you're gonna burn oil. He goes, if it's just enough to where it's in one area, he goes, it's not that big a deal. He goes, what it is, you'll probably consume some oil, but nowhere near enough where it'll be something that you even notice. Like, you'll just have to top off every once in a while. And I'm like, yeah, I'm completely fine with that. I was like, I'm running a turbo engine for the longest times, and I have little oil leaks everywhere on the fucking return, you know, so me topping off my oil every couple of weeks wasn't like an unusual thing. So yeah, and that's the whole thing. At the end of it, him telling me that, like, yeah, you know, rule of thumb, you know, this much, and like, yeah, you can run with some scratches in there, and you'll maybe burn a little bit of oil, but nothing, you know, to be of consequence. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. Appreciate that. That's exactly how I feel about shit. This is why I'm always preaching why, you know, you don't always have to automatically take your shit to machine shop. You just got to make sure you're in there. Yes, it's a good idea to be 100% perfect and brand new, but, you know, and like I said, if you're gonna do the 500 plus, and I would probably recommend it too. But even on that note, I'm kind of, you know, hesitant now because that block I'm going to use from fucking Kenny or Kenneth, dude, it's super clean. Like, I'm looking, there's a faint scratches from, like, you know, piston ring in gap drag, you know. So I'm like, there's some faint scuffing in there, but the factory hone is almost completely intact. There's no polish in the cylinders, definitely no scratches in the cylinders. I'm like, dude, I would feel bad. At this point, man, this shit is so clean that I even hesitate to put my hone in those cylinders, man, because that factory crosshatch looks so much cleaner and better than what I know that my hone tools can do. So I'm kind of thinking to just fucking run it as it is. But on the plus side right here, like, I need to make big money off of one of my short blocks, and to get that ball rolling with getting the pistons and rods for that block. The rods, you know, if I'm looking at Arias pistons, then $500 and change for those, and then $300 for the rods. So I'm looking at $800 just to get the pistons and rods for that short block. So it's gonna be a minute. Although I'm confident we can get it before June or July if my plans go accordingly. All right. Anyway, yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to having more of a future with this guy Dustin. I like him from the first impressions of meeting him. I think he's a really cool dude. I look forward to doing as much work with him as I can before I leave. And if by any chance somebody's happened to be watching my videos local in the area, yeah, hit the guy up. I'm grateful for the fact that this dude was recommended to me. Yeah, so that's it, and I'm going to film another video. It's going to be about eBay stuff. Yes, I'm going to get on that. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and peace.